Hello grade 11 students and welcome to your statistics and probability subject. I am your teacher, Abilin Joy D. Abakita, but you can call me Ma'am Abby.
In this video explainer, we will discuss about the mean and variance of discrete random variable. The objective of this video explainer is to help you master how to calculate the mean and the variance of discrete random variable. So let us recall. Discrete random variable are variables that can take on a finite number of distinct values. Discrete random variables is a set of possible outcomes that is countable. The mean of a discrete random variable x is a weighted average of the possible values that the random variable can take. The mean of random variable x weights each outcome x according to its possibility p of x. The formula for the mean of a discrete random variable is mu is equal to the summation of x times p of x, where mu is the mean of the discrete random variable, x is the possible outcome, and p of x is the probability of the outcome. Now let us go to the variance of discrete random variable. The variance of discrete random variable tells us how much we can expect the results to deviate from the expected value. The formula for the variance of a discrete random variable is sigma squared is equal to the summation of the quantity of x minus mu squared times p of x, where sigma squared is the variance of the discrete random variable, mu is the mean of the discrete random variable, x is the possible outcome, p of x is the probability of the outcome. So, now, let us apply the formula for the mean and the variance of discrete random variable to some of the problems. Let's go to example number 1. There are 4 balls in a box, 2 red and 2 yellow. 2 balls are picked at a time. A. What are the possible outcomes? B. What is the probability of drawing a red ball? And C. What is the mean and variance of the given discrete random variable? To solve for the possible outcomes, you must create a tree diagram of the 2 balls drawn. Identify the first draw and the second draw. If your first draw is a red, then your second draw may be a red and yellow. If your first draw is yellow, your second draw may be red and yellow. To count the possible outcomes, you have 4 possible outcomes: red red, red yellow, yellow red, and yellow yellow. Now let us answer the second question. The second question is, what is the probability of drawing a red ball? To solve for the probability of drawing a red ball, you must create a table of discrete random variable, which is called the probability distribution table. The table will have 2 columns. The first column is x, which represents the random variable of drawing a red ball. The second column is the probability of drawing the number of red ball. The x column represents the number of red balls drawn, which is 0, 1, and 2, while the second column represents the probability of drawing red ball. If you did not draw any red ball, which represents x is equal to 0, then the probability is 1/4, which was shown when you draw a first yellow ball and a second yellow ball. If you draw a red ball, which represents x is equal to 1, then the probability is 2/4 or 1/2, or 1/2, which was shown when you draw a first red ball and a second yellow ball, or a first yellow ball and a second red ball. If you draw two red balls, which represents x is equal to 2, then the probability is 1/4. Now let us solve the third problem. The third problem states, what is the mean of the given discrete random variable? To solve for the mean of the discrete random variable, use the formula mu is equal to the summation of x times p of x, which means you must multiply each random variable with its corresponding probability, then add it all. Substituting the formula, we have mu is equal to the quantity of 0 times 1/4 plus the quantity of 1 times 1/2 plus the quantity of 2 times 1/4. Simplify it further, you have mu is equal to 0 plus 1/2 plus 1/2. Then combining all, add it all, we have mu is equal to 1. So the mean is 1 implies that the average number of red balls that can be picked is 1. Now let us answer the question, what is the variance of the given discrete random variable? To solve for the variance of the discrete random variable, use the formula sigma squared is equal to the summation of the quantity x minus mu squared times p of x, which means you must multiply the square of the difference of each of the random variable with the calculated mean with its corresponding probability, then add it all. Substituting the formula, we have sigma squared is equal to the quantity of 0 minus 1 squared, multiply it to 1/4, plus the quantity of 1 minus 1 squared, multiply it to 1/2, plus the quantity of 2 minus 1 squared, multiply it to 1/4. Simplifying, we have sigma squared is equal to 1/4 plus 0 plus 1/4. Combining similar terms, we have sigma squared, or the variance, is equal to 2/4 or 1/2. Interpreting 1/2, the variance is 0.5. Since the variance is low, this means that the probability of drawing a red ball is close to the mean, which is 1. Let us go to the example number 2. The number of COVID-19 patients admitted per day in a COVID facility, along with its corresponding probability, is shown on the table below. Solve and interpret the variance of the data. In the table, it shows two columns. The first column is the number of COVID patients admitted, which is x. And the second column is the probability, which is p of x. For 0 random number of patients admitted, we have a probability of 0.5. For 1 number of COVID patient admitted, we have probability of 0.3. For 2 number of COVID patient admitted, we have a probability of 0.15. For 3 number of COVID patient admitted, we have a probability of 0.05. To solve for the variance of the discrete random variable, we must first solve for the mean. The formula for the mean is mu is equal to summation of x times p of x. Getting the value of x and px, to substitute to the formula, we have mu is equal to 0 times 0.5 plus 1 times 0.3 plus 2 times 0.15 plus 3 times 0.05. Simplifying it further, we have mu is equal to 0 plus 0.3 plus 0.30 plus 0.15. Then, combine all the numbers, we have mu or the mean is equal to 0.75. The mean 0.75 implies the average number of COVID-19 patients admitted per day. After getting the mean, we can now solve for the variance. To solve for the variance, we must use the formula sigma squared is equal to the summation of x minus mu squared times p of x. Substituting to the formula, we have sigma squared or variance is equal to the quantity of 0 minus 0.75 squared, multiply it to 0.5, plus 1 minus 0.75 squared, multiply it to 0.3, plus 2 minus 0.75 squared, multiply it to 0.15, plus 3 minus 0.75 squared, multiply it to 0.05. Simplify each term, we have 0.28125 plus 0.01875 plus 0.234375 plus 0.253125. Simplify it further, we have sigma squared or variance is equal to 0.7875 or 0.79. So the variance is 0.79. Since the variance is low, this means that the probability of number of COVID-19 patients admitted per day in a COVID facility is close to the mean, which is 0.75.
I hope you had mastered how to compute the mean and variance of discrete random variable. Remember what Shakuntala Devi once said, "Without mathematics, there is nothing we can do. Everything around us is mathematics. Everything around us is numbers." Once again, I am your teacher, Ma'am Abby. Have a pleasant day. Good day. Ciao.